Hi, I'm Rachel from Mission Bend Branch Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a budget using Microsoft Excel. So why you should use Excel for your budget. It's easy to use once you have your template made. It does the math for you. It allows easy tracking of spending, and you can easily make changes and move things around on the spreadsheet. To find pre-made templates, you can find some in the Excel program itself, as well as various websites online. Some places will charge you for them, but there are plenty available that are free and easy to use. If you're interested in making your own, you'll need to know some functions and formatting tips. You should know how to use the sum function, subtraction, merging cells, conditional formatting, formatting cells into currency, copy and pasting formulas with and without references, as well as how to make a table. Let's go ahead and open up Excel. So when you first open Excel, you're going to see the different templates that are available. They have a variety of templates, including some of the budget ones right on the first page. But to see even more of the budgets, you can click up here where it says budgets, and it's going to show you a variety of kind. You have your personal monthly budgets, you have ones for specific events or things that you need to save for, such as a college budget or a wedding budget. And you can also have ones that are meant for businesses, such as a small business or a medical office. So we're going to go ahead and click on the personal budget. Let's look at this one. And it gives you a preview of what it looks like. And we're going to click on Create. And as you can see, this budget is ready to go. You just have to input your numbers and it will calculate everything for you. Up here you have a summary of what you projected or budget for, and then what you actually spent, and it gives you what the difference is. It has different categories such as housing, transportation, loans, and entertainment. These you can change to what you need them to be. Say you don't have any loans out, so you might want to just delete this part. That's easy to do, and it won't affect anything else. It just removes everything for you. The only thing that might need to be updated is the formulas used in project balance and actual balance over here. But everything else should just automatically update, and it's easy to just input your information. Okay, so let's play around with this. Let's say I plan to have my rent to be $900, but it was actually $1,000 like it says here. It's going to show you what the difference is. And this budget also has, it's conditioned to show the arrows to show if it is equal or if it was less than what you expected or more. So you might want to make your own budget and customize it how it looks. And you would do that if this one is either too complicated or too simplistic for your needs. So if you wanted to make it 100% customized, you would start off with a brand new Excel spreadsheet. So we're going to go to New and do Blank Workbook. So we're just going to make a very simple budget, and we're going to go over the different formulas that are used in a budget. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this top line basically my header, where it's going to tell me what my spreadsheet is. I'm going to name it as Family Budget. And I'm going to make it larger, bold. I'm going to add some background color so it really stands out. Okay. And then my first section I'm going to do is my projected monthly income as well as my actual monthly income. So I'm going to make this my second header. And name it Projected Monthly Income. income 1, total. And this is going to be my next header where it's my actual monthly income. And I basically want the top to be the summary of what's going on in the spreadsheet. So whenever I'm done filling out all the information about what my bills are, I can just look on the top and have a quick snapshot of what's going on with my budget that month. So I'm also going to put my total cost projections up here as well. So this will be projected costs. And then my actual cost. And my total difference. And this can be totally unique to how you want your spreadsheet. This can be at the bottom, this can be over here on the side. I just like to have it right on top so I can easily see it. And so I'm just going to merge these cells so they really stand out and they're together. And I'm actually going to move these over so they're touching. And then I'm just going to add some lines to make it distinguished. There we go. So we're going to come back to this part and add the formulas in a little bit. And the also thing I want on top of my budget so I'm able to see it really easily is my projected balance, my actual balance, and what the difference is. So I'm going to add that over here. Actual balance. And then difference. And then I'm going to merge these, and we'll come back to these to add the formulas. Okay, so now it's time to actually build up what our expense part is. So I'm going to start over here, and because I'm doing a really simple one, I'm just going to do one section, but like in the pre-made ones where they had several sections, we can do that, and it's easy to just copy and paste those over. So I'm going to make this my housing section, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a header by merging it and highlighting it to be yellow. So I'm going to put my first one as rent, because I pay that every month. And then insurance, water, electricity. And I forgot to add the subsection, so I'm going to insert a line here, and this is going to be my projected, and then I'm going to have my actual cost and then the difference. I'm going to add lines so it's easier to see the difference. Okay, so I'm going to add another section over here. I'm just going to copy and paste it so I don't have to redo all the formatting again. And I'm going to make this the car section. So car note, insurance, and gas. Okay, so then I'm going to add one more section just to show. I'm going to make this my others. This is going to be food, entertainment, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start adding our formulas to our charts or to our budget. So projected and actual are going to be areas where we're just inputting our data. So we don't have to do any formula building there. But in our different section, that's where we'll need to put formulas. So what I'm going to do is do an equal sign, and I'm going to do projected minus the actual one. And so it's going to look like C15 minus D15. So they're the cell areas. And then I'm going to press enter. Right now it's going to say 0 because I don't have any actual data there, and I'm going to drag that to fill out this whole section. And I can just copy and paste that into our other sections. And so the formula automatically updates because we didn't use any absolute values in the cell. So it knows to just shift when we paste it to the cells that are next to it. And it just copies the same way we did this one. We also need to add a subtotals area to each of these. And the format or the formula we're going to use in these cells is just the sum one. And we only need these cells to be added. And it's going to show up as a 0 because right now there's no data actually in the cells. And I'll show you what it looks like once we do put data into them. And I'm just going to copy that over into these sections. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the cost formulas up here. Projected costs is we're just going to add up all of our projected costs in these different sections. So I'm going to double click and do equal sign sum. And I'm just going to select all the subtotal sections for the projected part. And I'm going to do comma, and then I'll add all the other ones. So I only have 3 sections, so I'm only going to be referencing 3 cells. And then I'm going to close that. And I want to do the same thing with actual costs. It's going to be sum. And then we're going to click on the subtotals for each section. And the same thing for total difference. And you can also just do it as projected costs minus actual costs, or you can add up all the different subtotals under the difference column. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the next formula I'm going to add is the projected balance. And that's going to be equal, and I'm going to do total projected monthly income minus total projected cost. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the actual cost. So I'm going to do equal sign actual monthly income total minus actual cost. And then for the difference, I'm going to do projected balance minus actual balance. So now we're ready to start inputting our data. Most of your projected part, you can have it set up where it's the same for each month, or so you only have to do it one time and just keep copying the same spreadsheet over and over, or you can build it up each time. So I'm going to fill out the projected part first. And I'm going to add a sum function here so it automatically adds that up for me next time. Okay. And then I'm going to project what my rent's going to be. Electricity, water. So from here, I could just leave it like this and copy it a bunch of times for each month by right-clicking on the tablet here and doing move or copy. And I could just put as create a copy, move to end. So this can be my January budget, and then this one's ready to go for February. So as time goes on, I will come back and fill out the actual cost as I become aware of that information. So let's say my actual income for the month was correct for the first one, but the second income, I had a little extra. My rent was correct, but my insurance, it went up a little bit. And then I can add for my water, let's say my water was a little more, but my electricity was a lot less. And you'll notice that all of this is updating as I input more information, even the ones up here. My car note was the same, my insurance was less, my gas, I haven't been driving much, so I'm going to put 15. Food was a little more, but entertainment was 0. And so what you're going to see is that the actual cost of everything is added up here as the information is added in, and I'll see what the difference is, as well as up here I can see what my projected balance is from what I immediately put in, and then what my actual balance is, and then what my difference is from what I budgeted for and what actually occurred. And there you have it, a really easy way to do a family budget. I'm going to show you how to do some formatting in case you want this to look more professional. So because these are money numbers, I'm going to change the format to currency. So I'm selecting that section, and then I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose format cells. And it has the currency options. I'm going to tell it to leave it at 2 decimal places, and I want the money symbol. And when it's negative, I want it to turn red instead of having the minus sign. So all of those numbers updated to cash, and now I'm going to just copy that over to all the other ones. I'm going to use the format painter up here and click on everything. And then the final thing is we can also add conditional formatting to the difference section. So by clicking on this group, because it's under the difference, I'm going to click on conditional formatting. And I'm going to choose icon set, and I want it to show me arrows when the difference is negative or positive or if it's equal. So you'll see that the yellow arrow means equal, the down one means I projected less than the actual cost was, and then the green arrow means I actually saved money. Okay, and you can do that for all of these. And there's different options. You can use the shapes. I happen to like the arrows. If you get those number signs, it just means not everything in the cell can be viewed, and you can just make the cell bigger. And you can do that by double clicking. Alright, so there you have it. So it has been our family budget in Excel presentation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.